Namaste. A Tao story. Once upon a time in ancient China, there was a farmer who lived next door to a hunter. The farmer's primary means of livelihood was raising the sheep. He had a small flock and he tended it with much care. One night, the hunter's dogs discovered a hole in the fence. They broke through the fence and they attacked the sheep. Next day, the farmer found out and he got angry. He went to the hunter and complained about it. The hunter was apologetic. He said, "I am sorry. I'll fix the problem. Tonight I'll tell my sons to keep the dogs inside my house." The farmer returned. But that night also, same thing happened. Again the farmer got angry and he went to the hunter and asked, "Is this the way to fix the problem?" Again the hunter was apologetic and he said, "I am really very sorry. My sons tell that one of the windows was kept open by mistake. That is why through the windows the dogs went out and attacked your sheep. Hereafter I will tell my sons to keep all the windows closed." Then, once in a few days, the same thing happened. The hunter's dogs were very intelligent. They find a way to come out of the house and attack the sheep. This went on for a few weeks. Each time the farmer will confront the hunter. The hunter would make some excuses and promises, but same thing continued. One day the farmer thought that he had enough. Actually, he wanted to settle the private issues amicably, but in this case, he couldn't do anything to settle it in an amicable way. So he went to the judge. In ancient China, the judges were very powerful. So he went to the judge and he explained the situation. The judge listened very carefully, attentively, and after thinking a while, he said, "See, there are two ways to handle it. I can immediately punish the hunter. I can make him to pay you compensation. But if I do so, both of you will become enemies. Do you want to live next door to your enemy?" he asked. The farmer said, "Definitely no, Your Honor. But I find there is no way, no other way to handle this. The judge said, there is always another way. You do exactly what I tell to you. Then he gave the instructions. The instructions shocked the farmer. He came to home very depressed. Then he took 2 beautiful lambs, the best lambs in his flock, and he went to the hunter's house and he knocked on the door. This time the hunter answered with annoyance, "What is it now?" The farmer said, as he was instructed to say, "For the past few weeks, I have bothered you a lot, and you have also worked very hard to contain your dogs. So, I would like to give you something for your trouble. Here are my 2 best lambs for your 2 sons." The hunter and his 2 sons could not believe their ears. The hunter thanked the farmer wholeheartedly and accepted the gift. The farmer went back. The next morning, he came out and checked his sheep. Actually, he expected more problems today. But everything was peaceful and his sheep were safe. He looked toward the hunter's house. A strange sight amazingly seen. The hunter had built a large cage outside his house, and all the dogs were inside the cage. They were sleeping, and the cage was secured, locked. From that day onwards, there was no problem for the farmer from the hunter's side. After a few days, the hunter brought fresh meat as reciprocal present to the gift to the farmer. Then the farmer thanked the hunter. He understood that the hunter was really a nice fellow. Then he understood the wisdom of the judge. He said, there is always another way, a much, much better way. The ultimate lesson we learn from this story is that not only there is another way, but this another way is far more preferable to our typical urge to strike back at someone who we think has done some damage to us. So, next time, when we run into the conflicts with other people, we should turn our attention inward and refer the situation to our inner judge. The inner judge will show a different way, and that way will lead us to peace, friendship, and joy. Thank you.